If you ever rolled out a new website or rolled out a new funnel or started a business and it just didn't go as you planned. Hi, I'm Dan, and I want to share with you kind of the insights that I've been able to understand over years and years and years of understanding the marketing, of doing marketing specifically. And a lot of people always come to me as like, Dan, how do I like roll something out so that people are like really engaged? Like I really want to like get a lot of people to me. I want to get so much eyeballs on my thing, right? How do you do it, right? And let me give you kind of a background of how I understood this. When I first did this, um, I thought, well, um, you know, you just put up a website, just like everything else, right? In business, right? You put you start preparing your business, you start preparing your business plan, you go put it in a spot, and you open the doors and expect everybody to come through. And if you've been in business, you understand this is not the case. Same thing with online, right? You start making your course, you start building your coaching program, and then you say it's open. Nothing happens. Why? What's the difference? What separates that one from something else? I understand. I didn't understand that at first, and it wasn't until I actually saw it happen. And really, the thing that separates one successful, launch compared to the other is the time you put into it. It really is because when I was watching the launch of what's now called KBB, Knowledge Business Blueprint, or Mastermind.com, I watched as Dean Graziosi, Tony Robbins, and Russell Brunson spent almost a whole year planning this thing out. Now, I'm not telling you you're going to plan a whole year out to do this thing, but let me put this in perspective. They made over $30 million in 2 weeks. So, would you plan a whole year to establish that so that you can get in the right frame so that you can make that kind of money? Yeah, right. It made sense. Now, for you and I, it's probably going to be that much. We're not going to make 30, 38 million dollars in 2 weeks, but the idea is still the same. Okay. And I want to tell you really quickly, the planning behind launches is almost as important as the actual launch itself, right? Like opening up a store, open up a website, or open up anything. There has to be key components to these things. And there's always, you always have to be thinking, how can I get people excited about my thing without telling them all up front, right? Because people build excitement very simply like this, bit by bit. Very rare are there's cases where people see something, they want it, they like it, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is going to change the game. Very, very far few in between, right? There's like they what they call the outliers, right? Traditionally, how this works is people's emotions. You have to get them to beliefs. You get to get them into belief patterns, belief ladders, right? And there is very strategic ways to build belief patterns. But really, what I'm talking about here is the difference between a successful webinar, launch, product launch, anything like that is always identifying who it is you want to sell to, what is it you're selling to them, and how can you build up so much in hype, and then where do you start putting that hype? Just to put this perspective, okay, I saw Tony, Dean, and Russell. They reached out to every major person in basically online to see if someone will promote their list, right? Promote them. The day they went live, over 200,000 people were watching. Okay, they got 15,000, 16,000 customers at a $2,000 price point. Then they upsold for like $10,000, and they created a brand new movement, like really, really big business very quickly. But because they planned it out in the sense that, okay, what's the thing that we want to attack, and what's the like, who can we get to get on board with this so we can start to promote it. If you just set up the website and assume, or create the product and assume people are going to pay for it, that's putting the cart before the horse. So really, what I want you to do is I want you to focus on who can help you promote your thing so that you don't have to do it alone. And also, so you come on the right way, so people are engaged the right way. So what I want to do is what I was addressing before is that people build anticipation, excitement, bit by bit. And there's certain particular things that, like about 4 stories that you have to establish so that you can increase the anticipation and increase the awareness of the thing so that they're more receptive to what you're going to sell, and the point that people can really get engaged with your thing. So what I'm going to do is the next couple of videos is we're going to go through it step by step by step, no fluff. I'm going to tell you, okay, these are the stories that need to go here. This is how to tactically attack that particular thing, so we can understand, okay, this is what needs to go so that the money flow. If that makes sense. So if that helped, let me know in the comments. If you want more information, let me know in the comments what this big takeaway was for you. And also stay tuned for the next videos that are going to come up and address the points to understand how to launch these products, services, or businesses even. So I will see you guys in the next video.